Yeah, man. To think that Diddy was doing this even with security or, just wildly, going after people, man,
He
is
was
pretty
doing it in front of
brazen.
the producers. He was doing it in front of the artists. He was doing it in front of certain people. See, Puff is like this. If he know that you commit crimes, he'll commit a crime with you or around you. But if he know you ain't going for, because there's people that was NYPD, there were people who were correction officers who worked as security for Bad Boy, and Puff would dare not do nothing around them, as well as myself. He knew the people that he could do shit around, and he kept it business around those people. But people that worked for him, that were minions and stuff like that, he didn't give a shit. But certain security wouldn't allow him to do certain things, even though they was working for Green Gate Security that was a subsidiary of Bad Boy. Those guys wasn't going to lose their pension for Puff. They would have checked him in a minute. And what people don't realize, Cam, Puff is not the same dude that he is back then that he is now. He was doing some of the same shit, but he was sneaking and doing it. He wasn't out front doing it then, and then he wasn't strung out on drugs like he was now.
So you just think it kind of just spiraled out of control as the years went on and it just got worse and worse and worse?
I think that by him continuing using drugs and not getting help, and then getting away with shit. Check this shit out, man. He was getting away with shit that he should have been locked up for a long time ago. He goes to UCLA, take a cowbell, and beat a coach up, hitting and injuring a cowbell. They never go get him and put him in jail or charge him with nothing. Why? Why?
I mean, I would guess because he somehow paid his way out of it.
Money and the power. So now he's thinking in his head, he can do almost anything. He goes out and threatens people in the street dressed like the Joker and all that. He's getting away with a lot of shit. So with that and the fact that he's strung out on drugs, it can cause a person to think that they're more than what they are. Until they get locked behind those bars.
Well, you also had the whole Shine situation, which Shine just recently came out and spoke out against Diddy and said that, that Diddy basically ruined his life and that Diddy sent him to prison and that Diddy called people to testify against him. When he was only really just defending Diddy, and he felt like Diddy just, buried him.
That's true to a certain degree. Shine had to take responsibility for what he did as an individual. Shine is the one who pulled that gun out. Shine is the one who shot. So he has to take responsibility for that. He put that gun back in his waist and got caught coming out the club with it. Puff had enough security there that they were supposed to handle that. That wasn't Shine's problem. But because he was having incidents and he was having problems with Junior Mafia at the time, he had to keep a gun on him. And if Anthony Wolf Jones, who was like stopping a lot of bull crap to go down with Shine and Junior Mafia, if he pulled his gun out, Shine was going to pull his gun out too. It wasn't more so for Diddy. It was more so because Anthony Wolf Jones had made that move, but he was security. He's supposed to make that move. And because Shine and him was real close, Shine made that move too.
Yeah, that was, okay.
But Wolf did not have not one part of Puff getting those witnesses and giving them to the prosecutor. That was Puff Lawyer and Puff and certain people in security and the street team doing that. They knew they was going to testify against Shine. They got the information, gave it to their Puff Lawyer. Puff Lawyer and them gave them the information to get in touch with the prosecutor, and they knew exactly what they was going to tell the prosecutor, because they talked to the witness first.
Are you saying that the witness was going to come to the stand anyway, that it didn't matter if Diddy's team called him or not?
They didn't. Come on, have you ever been at a party, some shooting happened, everybody go everywhere? The prosecutor don't know where they at. People of our culture don't go in and call up, hey, I was at the party, I want to come down and testify. They don't do that. Street team, people, and security knew some of the people that was there at the party. They got in touch with them. They brought them back either to the bad boy office or at Daddy's house. That's where we record at. And they told Puff what they saw. Puff gave him a call. They gave him information to get in contact with his lawyer. They contacted the lawyer. Then they contacted the lawyer and them. They had the people contact them and go to the prosecution. And those people were basically handpicked based on the information to testify against Shine.
One of the recent stories that's been coming out about Diddy is that they've placed him on, take his own life watch. They're worried that he's going to do something to himself. And they, remember the Epstein thing, had everybody going crazy. So I'm pretty sure they don't want a repeat of that.
Especially it's at the same place. It's at the same place that Epstein was at. That's not a good watch to be on. Because 9 times out of 10, they put you in a padded room and you butt naked. You're in a padded room and you butt naked practically. Are you in these kind of garments that you can't even tear? You know what I mean? They easy to tear. They just like, you couldn't make a rope or anything to strangle yourself with it. You understand what I'm saying? So you in a place that Daniel, you butt naked in drawers. I guess he'll feel at home because he used to walk around in his drawers. But that's not a good watch to be on, man. And then you don't have any association with nobody. Other than lunch when they slide in your tray under your tape, under the door or through the door.
Yeah, man. I'm sure it's hitting him like a ton of bricks, especially being off of drugs now for a week now, or almost a week. I'm sure it's hitting him hard. They're also saying that he's not eating because he's scared that somebody's gonna poison his food.
Nah. They probably put him in the infirmary, something like that, man. 9 times out of 10, they'll put him in the infirmary. There'll be bed rest, and they'll put an IV or something in there. I know they do that on the state level. I don't know how the feds operate in that capacity.
I mean, do you think that somebody would try to poison him when he's in jail?
No, I don't think none of that. I think it's just tactics that the lawyers trying to use in order to get him moved to a better place. And I don't know nowhere in New York State with the Fed system, because most of the time the feds contract their stuff out to other agencies. You understand? They have stuff out at the airport where these people got these big trailers that they have prisons in, or they turn these airport hangars into correctional facilities that private industry runs. See, Pump problem is that he got a lot of bad press behind that big stuff. He got a lot of bad press behind that Tupac, stuff. And any place he go, you're gonna find somebody who loved Tupac or loved Big. You understand? And the fact that he's been known to put his hands on women is another problem for him. So any place that they put him, it ain't the food he should be worried about.
So you think that the inmates, there's definitely a serious inmate, a lot of inmates could try to hurt him just because of the type of charges that he is locked up for.
That, and then or inmate will be there who runs the floor, who runs the shit, put him up under his wing and say, yo, listen to me. You're going to make sure that our commissary, my people, is taken care of on the outside, and I'm going to make sure ain't nothing going to happen to you on the inside. It's a lot of things that's gonna play, and they may go down. But that's prison politics.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.